Hey, what's up, guys? How are you doing? So, I wanted to talk about AA developers and AAA developers. I think that these prices are going to change the whole industry, and I'm going to tell you why. Imagine this: a AA developer is going to have to charge maybe $20 more than they usually charge. So let's say 40 to 60, because they're going to want to compete with the AAA and Nintendo. Well, what I believe is going to happen is two things. People are going to wait for these games to go on sale. These AA developers are going to see what profit they made and how many people didn't buy it. And then they're going to make it digital. And then they're going to get rid of physical altogether. The other thing is, the AA are not going to be able to compete with AAA and Nintendo games. And they're going to go out of business. They're going to get shut down. Then what's going to happen is the AAA game developers and Nintendo developers are going to be the only ones that you can buy from. And then when that happens, you will have no choice but to pay whatever the AAA and variable pricing Nintendo decides. Think about that. Do you really want to go down that route? Do you really want to go down the route of a game key card that eventually the shop will get shut down and those things will be worthless? You already heard from Ubisoft, if you're listening. Digitally, you own nothing. You're just borrowing their software, you're borrowing a license to use, and they could take it away anytime they want. So, why in the world would you want video games to go all digital? You want to do exactly what Klaus Schwab said by 2030, own nothing and like it? Well, if you get rid of physical, you're owning nothing. And you're going to like it because you have no choice. See how that works? And then physical games are going to get even more expensive because only digital will be available. And then if you don't want to pay the high price of any video game, you're going to turn to piracy. And I don't think that's good for any company. Think about it. Do you really want an all digital future? Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox? Nah, I don't think so. Those are just my thoughts. I hope that it doesn't happen. But the reason why I came up with this theory is because I noticed that Bravely Default, yes, it doesn't have the whole game on it, but it was 40. That's the most affordable game on the Switch 2. I'm not saying, the eShop doesn't have affordable games. I'm talking about the launch. So, if Bravely Default was 40 and it's the cheapest one, that tells you they are competing with the AAA and Nintendo games. That's what it tells you. And I don't care about Elden Ring. If the game is not on the card and it's a game ID card, I refuse to buy it. I don't care what game comes out. I don't care if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out with the game key card because they can't fit it onto the cartridge. Don't care. And I have a feeling there's going to be games that are going to be game key card only. And you're either going to buy it or not. But I ain't buying no game key card games. I don't care what game it is. I don't care if there's a collector's edition and a limited print that's going to become more expensive because, you know, it was only sold once, like Super Mario 3D All Stars. It's $110 at GameStop now, used. You know why? Because Nintendo did something that Disney does. The Disney Vault. They take out a movie and then they put it in the vault. Well, they did that to Super Mario 3D All-Stars. In case you didn't know what Super Mario 3D All-Stars, to my new customers, it was Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Now, the reason why Galaxy matters is because that was a Wii game, and they did not make Super Mario Galaxy available to buy on the Switch till this day. So we waited a lot of years for Super Mario 3D All-Stars to even be released, and then they took it off of the eShop. Luckily, I read an article that they were taking it off of the eShop, and I made 3 different accounts and I bought Super Mario 3D All-Stars digitally. The good news is, even though they took it off of the eShop, if you purchased it, you could re-download it. Maybe not, maybe not a lot of people know that. I'm sure older customers for Nintendo know that, but I'm telling new customers. Anyway, it'll be very interesting if Switch 2 owners want Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and then that makes the game increase price even more. And the funniest thing about this, right? Nintendo doesn't make a profit off of used games. So Nintendo is benefiting GameStop and other companies even if they don't want to. I think that's funny. Whatever. God bless.